Is another model of cube showing center of symmetry here, an imaginary center. If you intersect this vertical axis with this A1 axis, you extend them, you will intersect at the point of an imaginary center. This will also pass through, A2 axis will also pass through the center of symmetry. So this is a point of intersection of these axes. So as you know, front to back is A1 axis, front end is positive, back end is negative. Right to left is A2 axis, front end is right hand side end is positive, left hand side end is negative. Top to bottom is A3 axis, top end is positive, bottom end is negative. So all these three axes intersect at an imaginary center of symmetry.
Or the axis going from front to back like this. A1 axis. A2 axis running from right side to left hand side. A2 axis. A3 axis from top to bottom. Front end of A1 axis is positive. Back end is negative. This is negative. Right hand side end of the axis is positive. Left hand side end is negative. Top of the vertical axis is positive. Bottom end is negative. This is negative end. Right? This is here. Front to back, right to left and top to bottom. Front is positive, right is positive, top is positive. The respective opposite ends are negative. Right?
This model shows elements of axis of symmetry. First approach to understand the axis are, imagine the axis going from center of the face to center of the face. So think here, this is the top surface of the cube. Center of the top surface square shaped face will be somewhere here. These red circles are shown for understanding the place where the center of the face will be. Because this is the axis, it is going through the center of the square shaped face. This is the point where the vertical axis, that is this axis, touches here. And goes through the crystal and comes out to the bottom surface. This is the bottom surface. This is its center. It's coming out from that point. So it runs from center of the face, top face to center of bottom face. So first approach is, imagine the axis which are going from center of the face to center of the face, like this. Or you can see side surface here. This is the center of the side surface. This axis is going through the center of the face to again center of the opposite face. Third axis will be going from front to back. This is front surface. Center will be somewhere here. It goes from center of the face to opposite center of the face, that is back side surface. So there are three axes. Front to back axis is axis A1, right to left is A2, and top to bottom is A3 axis. They are named as A1, A2, A3. Letters are used AAA because all are of same size. If you measure distance from front face to back face, that distance equals to distance of axis from left to right face, that equals to distance of axis from top surface to bottom surface. So these distances are same. That's why they are called as A. But to differentiate between these three axes, we say that this A1 is A2, right to left is A2, and top to bottom is A3. A1 goes from front to back, A2 goes from right to left, A3 goes from top to bottom. Front end of A1 is positive, back end is negative. Right hand side end of A2 is positive, left hand side end of A2 is negative. Top end of A3 is positive, bottom end of A3 is negative. This is first approach, thinking axis going from center of the face to center of face. What do we do? Imagine one axis, that is vertical axis. Now you have to rotate the crystal, this crystal, along this axis, either clockwise or anti-clockwise, clockwise or anti-clockwise. Along this, imagine that this crystal model rotates. If you rotate it with little bit rotation, this front face will go to left hand side, and this face which is at the side will come into front of the observer. So this model will rotate. So what we have to do? We have to count the number of faces. Same type of square shaped faces, how many times it comes in front of observer through complete rotation, that is 360 rotation of this axis. So if we count, this is first face. If you rotate, this is second face. If you rotate further, the back face will come here. The third face and the left face. Further, if you rotate, the left face will come front. So rotate it, you'll find that 4 times similar face comes at this place. Same shape and size, square shaped face in one rotation. So we call this axis as 4-fold symmetry. Look at the bottom. It should be 4-fold symmetry. How many axes are such, which is going from center of the face to center of face? We have 3 axes: front face to back face center, right face center to left face center, and top face center to bottom face center. So we have such 3 axes. So axes are 3, which are of 4-fold symmetry, where if you rotate the crystal model along particular axis, 4 times similar shaped face will appear. This is called as axis of 4-fold symmetry. So such we have 3 axes: front to back, right to left, and top to bottom, which are going from face to face.
This is square shaped face. From center of the face to opposite center of the face axis is going on. This 3 axes going from front to back, right to left, red color, top, this top to bottom. These 3 axes. Center of face to center of face. Front to back axis, right to left axis. This is called as A1 axis, this is called as A2 axis. Now third axis you can see here at top, going vertical down, coming out from this point, central point of the square shaped face. This is vertical axis. This is A3 axis. So length of this A1, A2 and A3 axis is same. They are perpendicular to each other. Due to their equal length, they are named as A1, A2 and A3 axis. Okay. And as I have told you that this vertical axis, if you rotate the model, okay, same square shaped face appears 4 times during complete rotation. So if you count this as a 1, this will be 2, this will be 3, and this will be 4. So 4 times similar face repeats if you rotate the crystal model along this vertical axis. So we call this as 4-fold symmetry. So this axis is 4-fold symmetry. Okay.
Second approach is, in first approach we covered face to face. Now let's go for second approach here. Axis going from edge to edge. You can see here, these are the edges. You know the definition of edge. 2 faces meet together to form the edge. This is top surface. This is front surface. They intersect here. This forms the edge. Here also, is another edge. Is another edge. Is another edge. This is the top surface of the crystal, having 4 edges. 1, 2, 3, and 4 edges. Take one edge. This is the distance or length of the edge. This is the central half of the edge. So axis is going through this point, center of the edge to diagonally opposite edge here at the bottom. Another edge is here at the bottom. This is its center of the edge. So from top edge center to bottom edge center diagonally, the axis is running. So how many edges we have at the top? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So from the center of this edge, this axis goes. From the center of this edge, this axis goes, comes out through the bottom edge center. From the center of side edge, side top edge, axis goes inside, coming out through this edge here. And we have here front edge, where axis goes from its center and comes out from edge placed at the bottom, other side. This is how we have second approach. Axis going from edge to edge. First approach was center of the face to center of face. Now here center of the edge to center of edge. How many edges are there? Like top 4 edges having 4 axes, which has covered bottom edges also. Still we have one vertical, second vertical, third vertical, and fourth vertical is behind this crystal. So 4 vertical edges are there. From their center also. Can you see this axis? Center of this edge, this axis is going. Center of this edge, this axis is going. Okay. So there are 2 additional axes going from left hand side edge, covering back edge. Another axis is going from right hand side edge, is covering the back side edge. So let's count how many total axes which are there, which are going from center of edge to center of edge. So this is edge center 1, this edge center 2, this edge center 3, this edge center 4. So 4 top axes, and related to this edge, 5th, related to this edge, 6th. So 6 axes are there which are going from edge to edge, or center of the edge to center of edge.
Edge to edge. So this edge, center of the edge is here. Axis is going from this point, coming out from this point. Can you see? It's coming out from this point, center of this edge. So edge to edge it is coming. So how many edge to edge axes are there? See, this is edge, this is edge, this is edge, this is edge. So it is coming, going in, coming out here. First axis. So this edge is covered. Now let's take this edge. You see this edge? This edge. This is going in, coming out from here. So second edge is covered. Now let's take this edge. Center of this edge is here. Axis is going in, coming out from here. Center of this edge. So this edge is covered, 1. This is covered, 2. This edge is covered, 3. Which remains? This edge remains. So fourth edge is here. So axis goes out, goes in like this, comes out through this edge. So you can see that there are how many edges? 1, 2, 3, 4 edges are there, and axis goes from center of the edge to corresponding opposite diagonally placed edges, center of the edges. So these 4 axes are there which are covering downside edges also. Now let's check. Here we have 4 vertical edges. Can you see here? 1 vertical edge, second vertical edge. So we have top 4 edge to edge going axis. Now we have here 1, 2, 3 and 4 vertical edges through which another 2 axes goes. So one axis goes from center of this edge, that is from here, like this, comes out from here, opposite edge center. Another axis goes from here, center of this edge, and comes out through opposite edge center. So how many total? Let's go again. This is one axis, this is second axis, edge, this third axis, this edge, this fourth axis, which are at the top. That has covered bottom edges also. So 4 edge to edge going axes are there at the top. Now here we have 2 more. One going from left edge center, another going from right edge center to its opposite edges. So we have top 4 diagonal axis going from center of edge to center of edge, and 2 more here at the middle position. So 4 top and these 2, 6. So 6 diagonal axis which going from center of edge to center of edge. So let's check edge to edge. Center of the edge. Where is the edge? Here is the edge. Center of the edge is going down here. You see where it is coming? It's coming from here. Center of the edge. Center of the edge. So it is coming from that edge center and coming out from this edge center. Now what you are going to do? This is the axis. This is the axis going down. So if you rotate the model along this axis, you can see this square shaped face 1, and if you rotate, this face will appear here. So you can see only 2 faces, this face and this face. So that's why the axes which are running from edge to edge or center of the edge to center of the edge are all two-fold symmetry.
So in first approach, center of face to center of face. Second approach, center of edge to center of edge. Now third approach going from solid angle. Can you see here? Solid angle to solid angle, diagonally opposite solid angle. This is left hand side solid angle towards the observer. From this, it is going from this solid angle. Where is this? Is away from the observer, but at right hand side. So that means it is going diagonally opposite solid angles. The axis is going through diagonally opposite solid angles. So solid angle to solid angle, this axis is going. Okay. How many axes are there such which are going from solid angle to solid angle? So this first solid angle is covered, which covers bottom solid angle. Now this is second solid angle, which covers this solid angle. Now there is third solid angle here, which covers bottom solid angle. This fourth solid angle here, which covers other side solid angle. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 solid angles at the top. If the axis passes through it, it covers bottom solid angles also. That means we have 4 axes which go through 4 solid angles at the top and at the bottom. So axes are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Axis going from solid angle to solid angle. This is solid angle. This is axis 1, 2, 3, and 4, which has already covered the bottom 4 solid angles, isn't it? So these are 4 diagonal axes which goes from solid angle to diagonally opposite solid angle. This is the axis. You see? This is the axis going from solid angle to diagonally opposite solid angle. So hold it like this in front of you. What do you see? You see one square shaped face here, second square shaped face here, third square shaped face here. If you rotate it like this, 3 faces, this face, and this face will be seen by the observer repeatedly. So this axis, which is going from solid angle to solid angle, becomes axis of 3-fold symmetry. So let's count how many axes are there total. You can see red colored, which are original axis, front to back, going from center of the face to center of face. 1, 2, 3. How many blue colored? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many green colored? Going from solid angle to solid angle? 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. How many total are there? 13. Red 3, front to back, right to left, top to bottom. Red 3, blue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 plus 3, 9, and 4 green color going from solid angle to solid angle. That is plus 4. 9 plus 4, 13 axes. So we have here 13 axes of symmetry. So this model reveals all about planes of symmetry, axis of symmetry, and original axis. Just remember before you go, front to back axis is A1 axis, right to left is A2 axis, and top to bottom is A3 axis. Front end of A1 axis is positive, right hand side end of A2 axis is positive, top end of A3 axis is positive. All three axes are equal in length and are perpendicular to each other. So this is about axis of cubic system, and axes are 13, out of which center of face to center of face, this is center of the center of the face to center of face are 3 axes. Center of the edge to center of edge are top 4 and middle 2. Top 4, middle 2, they are 6. And solid angle to solid angle going, this is solid angle. There are 4 solid angles, 1, 2, 3, 4, which covers bottom solid angles also. So 4 axes which are going from solid angle to solid angle, that is total 13 axes of symmetry. Okay, so this is a beautiful model created by discipline of Earth Sciences, School of Environmental and Life Sciences, UON. So we attribute their contribution and thanks for them.